What happens before government? Am I going to be able to get sound? Anybody can tell me? If they can come back and tell me I can get sound, I'll play you those clips. Before the existence of a state, Hobbes argued that human beings existed when he called the state of nature. In the state of nature, you live in a constant condition of fear because nobody can help you. It's a self-help situation. And in the international sphere, what theorists took from Hobbes is that there is no international state. The world is a bad neighborhood at 2 in the morning. It's a self-help world. The world internationally is a world of anarchy. Anarchy. Yes, the United Nations exists, but it's not really an important organization. It doesn't have an army. It relies on the armies of countries. And in a self-help situation, you as the analyst, you as the social scientist, you as the person trying to understand the world, all that you should look at is the states and their capacities. You don't look at their regime type, not whether they're democratic, whether they're dictatorial, whether they're nice or bad. States are out there for themselves like individuals in the English Civil War. States have no friends. They have no people they're loyal to. They have alliances. They have arrangements. And as soon as those arrangements are no longer in their interest, they change those. That becomes realism. It's a line that goes back to Hobbes. It's a line that goes back to Thucydides, which we've already read a little bit, but I haven't given you the full Thucydides, of course. When the Athenians capture the Melians, they take their island. And they say to the Melians, you have to surrender completely. And they say, no, what if we don't? It wouldn't be right. They said, we're going to come and kill you all then. And the Melians say, that wouldn't be right. And the Athenians say back to them, the strong take what they can, the weak accept what they must. That is the global order. There is no state. There is no international justice. There is no international police force. It does not exist. The closest thing we have to one is really the United States. But that's not really a kind of an impartial police force. They're interested in the United States. Justifiably so. They're a country, just like every country is interested in itself. There is no state. This was the argument that Hobbes made for creating the modern state. He said, if you want to end a civil war, if you want to get out of the state of nature, which he described as a war of all against all, where life is nasty, brutish, and short, you need a state that's so powerful, that's so scary, that no one will break the law. Now we have that at the domestic level. That's what we have in Canada. It's scary, it's powerful. You break the law, but you get caught. That's what we have, that's what states are. There is no international state. It does not exist. So realism tells you that you pay attention to states, their capabilities, and their interests. You ignore everything else. You ignore the personalities, their institutions, whether they're parliamentary or not, their domestic processes. You look at the stability of the global order. And which gets you to some interesting hypotheses out there. One of the reasons that the Cold War, it was so stable, is because you had bipolarity. The world had two poles. So what you do is you count the number of great powers. There were only two. Not only that, but they both had nuclear weapons. It was too scary to fight. This made the Cold War very stable. Now, it was scary, but stable. When I was a kid at school, I lived in Canada until I was about 12 years old. And even in Canada, in Windsor, Ontario, when I went to school, when we were little, we had to see these films, and they told us what to do in the case of a nuclear war. What did you do? You duck and cover. Duck and cover. You get under the desk and cover your head up and get on your knees. And I always do, and then later on I used to say you cover your knees and you put your head between your legs and you kiss your ass goodbye. I have to say to myself later on. But this is what we were taught. You can survive a nuclear war. Here's how you survive a nuclear war. We had civil defense drills, even in Canada. This is in the 60s. So it was scary. We all lived with the possibility of a nuclear war. There were times in which we came very close to a nuclear war. But we never actually had one. Need another time. Okay, by the way. There. Okay. Let me stop there and take a couple questions.